Alright, I'm here with a brand new pickup video. I got enough stuff, I think, that there's some pretty cool things to show off here. And it's about time for another one. So, the garage sales were a bit slow, but I still got some pretty cool stuff. And as well as I went on vacation and I went game hunting out of state, which I usually don't get to do very often. Got to go to some cool stores, and that was pretty great. So, let me start off with the stuff I did get on vacation. These were at some Goodwills. I got Madden 13, which I guess is for the Wii is actually kind of valuable and rare. So if anyone wants this, I'm willing to trade. And Okami, which was $3. I have this on the PS3. I have that the HD, but if I have a physical copy for the Wii. I paid like $3 for it. And where is it? Where's the IGN watermark? Right here. I don't think the camera will pick it up that well, but there's the IGN watermark right there. Good old Capcom. Alright. We see. This was at the the Record Exchange, which I went when I went to MagFest. I went there on the way to MagFest, and I was actually surprised that their prices are pretty good. A lot of stores like to just charge a lot for games, but this one went significantly under like a retail price for a well-known game, and any kind of like filler titles that you wouldn't think anyone would want, they weren't there. Like they were like $1. Their prices, they like stuff like Shrek 2, the exchange might want like $6 for. They were just $1 here. So I thought that was pretty cool, and like all their filler stuff was cheap. They even had stuff under $1, which is, you never see that around here. So I got some filler NES games for $1 each. Hogan's Alley, Golf, and Pinball. All just black box NES games, all in nice shape. So yeah, definitely check out the Record Exchange in Maryland. It's a very good store. And then I also got, for $4, Crash Bandicoot Warped, and it's not greatest hits. I had this game, but it was greatest hits, so I got rid of that one, and this is only $4. Never paid like full price for a Crash Bandicoot game on the PS1, because they're like $20. Some retail and eBay places will want, but you can get these games so much cheaper if you just like wait. Because I got like Crash 2 for like $4 as well, black label. So you just always wait. Is my advice on that one. This was at a flea market. We went to this flea market thinking it'd be a little bit bigger, but it was kind of horrible. It was really bad. It was kind of a gross flea market, like in the middle of nowhere. But I did end up scoring pretty decently here. I found this for $5. Home Improvement on the Super Nintendo, which is actually a pretty uncommon game. You don't really see this one that often. And this one is like in perfect condition. It's really good shape. So I'm glad to get this one. Cleaned up pretty well. It was pretty dirty because, I mean, the place was pretty dirty. But, yeah, I'm glad to get that one. That's not very common game to get, so I'll be throwing that in my Super Nintendo collection. Let's see here. I went to a place called Video Game Heaven in Virginia. I think it was in Virginia Beach, Virginia. It was a pretty good store. I was surprised their prices were actually pretty good, so I bought some stuff there. For $4, I bought Infamous, the first one on PS3. I thought the new one looked pretty cool, so I picked this one up for $4 to try it out. See if I'd like it. This was, I think, $17. Tales of Legendia, which is significantly under what I see it at the exchange, so I decided to pick it up. I hear this one was developed by a different team than the regular Tales. The other Tales games were developed. So I'm interested to check this out. I hear it's kind of different than the other Tales games, and I like the Tales games. So, and then for $10, I got Uncharted Golden Abyss for the Vita. I usually see this one going for like $20 used, so I just decided to pick it up at $10. And the final stuff from the vacation I went on is from eStarland, the eStarland. Their prices, I don't really like their prices. Their prices are a bit high. But they have a huge selection, and it's a pretty cool store. So I mean, even if you don't want to buy anything at a huge price, definitely check it out because it's a cool store to go to. But I still got some cool stuff. I got a complete in box Gunstar Superheroes. You never see complete in box Game Boy or Game Boy Advance stuff around here, so I decided just to pick this up. And this was like $10, so that's pretty cool. And then I got Phantom Brave, We Meet Again for the Wii, and it has this nice slipcover too. So that's pretty cool. So that one's nice. Yeah, did pretty well there. East Starland's a cool store. It's just their prices are a bit pricey, which is understandable, I guess. Alright, that's all from the vacation I went on. Moving on here, I got Pawn Shops came through again. This was marked at $5. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. It's not really focusing on it. I can't really read it, sorry. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Then I just went up and they're like, oh, we can do $4 on this. And I'm like, alright. So I got that, and then I got the case on eBay for $4. We're going to open this up. Man, I cannot open this with one hand. Let me... Okay, that's not going to open just with one hand right now. That thing's really, really hard. Alright, well, I got that. It comes with the manual. I was going to show that and then put the cart back in there. But $8 for Monster Hunter 3. Oh, shoot. $8 for Monster Hunter 3. I've never played a Monster Hunter game before, but I thought, you know, I might as well try it out. I tried it out. It wasn't really my thing, but it's still cool to add to the 3DS collection. See, this was at the Exchange. The Exchange recently, upped all their prices, disappointingly enough. They all their filler stuff, at least the one I go to the most, all their filler stuff is now there's nothing under $10, it seems. It's kind of ridiculous. This even filler filler SNES games like Pink Panther Goes to Hollywood is now $10. And filler 64 stuff, like the Army Men games, are $15. So I'm pretty disappointed with that. Probably won't be buying too many retro games, but their boxed retro games, I don't think they really know what they're pricing them at. So I got a mint condition copy of Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo. Complete in box, everything was in here. The cart and this were in mint condition. It had all the inserts, even mail-in orders and subscription stuff. So there was a ton of stuff. It's in a box protector, that's why it's so shiny. For $15, I decided that's pretty cool. So then I picked that one up. Toys R Us had a clearance sale. This should have been in my last pickup video, but I forgot about it. Toys R Us had a clearance sale where I don't know, some stuff was just randomly a certain percent off. So for $6, I got Ico in the Shadow of the Colossus HD collection. This is still sealed. I haven't played it yet, but that's pretty cool. I'm willing to pay $6. Everyone says those are both really good, so might as well give them a shot in HD. Let me see what should I show next here. At buybacks, I found this for $1.99. The first Halo. I have the first Halo, but the disc didn't work. I got it, I think, with my original Xbox in a big lot, and it says not for resale, which is kind of interesting. And then it says on the disc, it also says not for resale. So I don't know. Maybe this came with that green Halo Xbox or something. I'm not sure. If anyone knows why this is not for resale, please leave a comment. I'm curious of why that is. So that was pretty cool. That was only $2. So let's see. Garage sale stuff was. This is the only garage sale I have. It's two things, not too much. For $0.25, I found this Jungle Green 64 controller with a really, the stick is tight, but it's also really crusty. You can't really tell in the video, but I mean it's really crusty. It's just kind of beat up. Well, it's not beat up, but it's just really dirty, so I'll have to clean that up. And then I'll have 3 Jungle Green controllers, so one away from having a matching set, all 4. And then this was pretty cool. I got a box to Dreamcast. The box is in a nice shape, but I was surprised. The guy I bought the system off of at some garage sale was $15. He's like, "Oh, the Dreamcast has never been played," and I'm like, "All right, sure, guy." I'm sure it's been played, but I opened it up and the thing is literally mint. It's over here. Let me get a closer look at it. I mean, this thing is completely white, not a scratch on it. It's mint. It looks so nice. All the wires were still bagged up and everything. It was crazy. So that was pretty cool to get. I'm gonna sell my old Dreamcast to a friend and I'm giving him a pretty good price because he's wanted one for a while. So that's cool. And one last thing before I go into the big purchase of the video. I went to the pawn shop. For $10 I found Grand Theft Auto 5. So I bought that and then went straight to GameStop and traded it in for, I got $28.40 for it. If you go to a GameStop that's near a Walmart, they give you extra trade credit, and then I have the Power Up Rewards card, so I get more trade credit. So they were only supposed to give me $18, but I ended up getting $28. So that was pretty cool. So I traded it in, and I got Persona 4 Arena, which I guess is kind of like a sequel to Persona 4, but it's a fighting game. So I'm going to give this a go. Last thing I got here is a new hardware purchase. So I went to the exchange and I had a bunch of just extra consoles and really crappy games and some extra stuff I wanted to just dump off on them. I had an extra 64, extra Super Nintendo, an extra PS1, an extra GameCube, extra PS2, and 2 extra Wavebirds that I wasn't going to keep because they were in absolutely awful condition. And I'm trying to think what else. Some DVDs, because when I buy Blu-rays, and if I already have a DVD copy, I'll just throw it in a pile and get rid of it at the exchange. Just let them take it. Some sports games that I took out. I took the original like PS2 and Xbox cases and just threw them in like cheap DVD cases. Just a bunch of stuff. Sorry. But, so I took that in. One store, one of the exchanges took one of the Wavebirds, because they already had 3. They took one Wavebird, the Super Nintendo, the 64, and the PS1, as well as like a copy, my greatest hits copy of Crash Bandicoot Warped, and the big Battletoads. I had an extra Battletoads and like some like Rad Racer, Golf, like a cracked copy of Golf, and something else. They took those. I got 120 store credit, so I just took a slip so I could use it at any store. And then I went to another one. They didn't take the GameCube because there was too much. They had too many of them, I guess. They didn't want to take it, and they didn't take the Wavebird because they had too many of them. So I took the Wavebird and a couple like other stuff that they didn't take because they had too much of it. I took it to another exchange, and I got. They ended up taking like a couple of the games, like smaller games, and then they were like crap, so I wasn't expecting any money from it. And then I got a Wavebird and a GameCube, and I got like $45, I think. So I did that. I got like 160 plus store credit, and I did this. I bought. Let me bring this over. I bought an Xbox 360. It's a Star Wars one, which is really cool. I really like it. It comes with a gold C-3PO controller, which I have right here. Let me get that. And it's one of the ones that, because I hate the D-pad on the 360 controller. I like everything else about it, but I hate the D-pad. But it's one of the ones that you can switch out to make the D-pad not as bad. So it's a little bit better. It's still not good. I'd rather use the PS3 D-pad. But it has the little wires just like C-3PO. It's gold. So I really like it. I wanted to get a 360, but I was holding out just to get the Star Wars one because it's so cool. So I'm glad I did. So I didn't end up paying too much out of pocket for this, which is cool. And I got to get rid of a ton of stuff I really needed to get out of, like my room, because I mean it was just sitting in a big pile. I didn't take the Dreamcast in because I got the box Dreamcast that same day. So I'm gonna sell that to a friend anyway. That'll help him out. That's better. So I'm gonna cut over and show the 360 itself. I have it set up over with my systems. So here it is, the 360 itself. As you can see, it's built to look like R2-D2. Really cool. I really like the design. As well as it, here's the power button. Makes that noise. And the eject button makes that noise. So, I mean, it's really cool. I really like it. So I don't know how much I'm really going to do with playing the 360, because I have a PS3 and they're basically the same thing. There's a couple of interesting exclusives to get on the 360, but I don't know. I prefer the 360 controller over the PS3, I will say that though. But yeah, I was really happy to get that and get it for a pretty good price considering I didn't really pay too much for a lot of those consoles. So that's pretty cool. And gonna end it here because I have nothing else to show. Thank you for watching, and you know, oh, I have a question real quick. I have a question. Do you need Live to use the Xbox Live Arcade? Because I want to download Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, the HD remakes, but I don't know if you need Live or not for that. So before I go out and buy an Xbox Live card, please tell me if I need Xbox Live to use the arcade to buy games. Alright, yeah, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment of the stuff you've picked up or the games you've been playing lately, because I'm always interested in that. And I'll see you next time.